All right, today we are talking about what's called the SCIPS alphabet. So you already know the music alphabet, nice and easy, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Start over again on A. We use that all the time to find our keys on the piano. And sometimes we also count up and down on the staff to find other notes. So by now you have learned all of these guide notes or clue notes, we sometimes call them. We have, of course, middle C, lives on that line in the middle. Then we know we go up to treble G, which goes right through that swirly. And down here we have bass F, which goes right between the two dots, right? We can also count up 1, 2, 3 spaces to find treble C, or down 1, 2, 3 spaces to find bass C. And we know that the very bottom line of the staff is G, and the very top line of the staff is F. So you've got all those clue notes, which makes it pretty easy to find most notes that you need. If you see a note down here, for example, you know the bottom line is G, so you can just count up 1 to A. Or if you see something right here, you know F lives right above that, you can just go down to E, right? So that's pretty simple. It's a great way to find things. But I think the SCIPS alphabet is actually the easiest and best way to find our notes once you know all of your clue notes. So what I'm going to do is erase all of these guide notes here. And I'll show you what the SCIPS alphabet is. We're going to start way down on G, and we're going to go up, but we're going to go up by skipping instead of by stepping. So up till now, we've mostly gone, okay, I know that's a G, that space next to it must be A, and then the next line up is B, and the next space up is C, right? And that's fine, but it does take a lot of thinking through the alphabet, and if you're trying to go down, for goodness sakes, you have to go backwards in the alphabet, which gets pretty crazy and exhausting sometimes, very challenging for some people. So we're going to go up in skips, and I'm going to give you a fun little word to memorize this. It's called Jibbity face. All right, Jibbity face. So say that a few times. I promise you'll never forget it once you've said it a few times and heard this video. Jibbity is short for G-B-D, Jibbity. So if we say that really fast, G-B-D, we have Jibbity. And if we're skipping in the alphabet, we go from G, skip over A, and land on B, that second line. Then, if we're skipping again, we'd skip over C and land on D, Jibbity. So those are just skipping past letters of the alphabet, right? And then after that, I'm going to land right here between the two dots. We already know that that's an F, right? So you may already have guessed that F is going to be the first letter of face, which is also skipping up. So if I go a skip up from F, I'll land on A. If I go up another skip, land on middle C, and one more skip lands me on E. So now we have G, B, D, or Jibbity, F-A-C-E, or face. So Jibbity face shows you all the line notes going all the way up to E. And then if I go up another skip, I'm going to land on treble G, one of my clue notes. And we just start over our skips again with G, B, D. Then we know that top note up there is F, and if I were to keep going with ledger lines up above the staff, I'd have another ACE, another Jibbity face. So, very, very quickly and easily, you can remember G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G, B, D, F, and you can name those, rattle them off very, very easily. It gets even cooler than that, though, because that's just the line notes, right? What if you're trying to figure out what a space note is? Do you have to count up all the lines and then find what's in between them? You can do that, but, you know, that gets a little challenging. There's actually an easier way to do it, which is if we start underneath G, we know that this note down here has to be an F, because that's one lower than G, right? So if I skip up from F, we know that we're going to be spelling the word face, right? So F, a skip up is A, there's my bottom space. Another skip up is C, that's base C, we already know that one. Another skip up is E, so there is face, and after face comes Jibbity. So they just keep alternating, Jibbity, face, Jibbity, face, Jibbity, face, over and over. So there is G, we know that's right above the F line there, so G, B on top of the staff, D. So that's all of my spaces going up from way down low down here. F, we have our face and our Jibbity, and then we're going to just start over again after we've gone through face Jibbity. There's another F, C, E. There's another face, and then way up here above that high F line, we're going to have another G, and then of course we could keep going with B and D, another jibbity. So it's a really, really simple way to find any note quickly, and I'll prove that to you now. We're going to have a little test. Don't worry, you won't be graded. But we'll just get all those out of the way, and I'm just going to put one up here, and let's see if you can very quickly find what it is. Line note, we're going to start down here with G, and we're going to go G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G, B, D. Right? So that's easy. Now, if you already know that this is a G, right in the swirly there, then it's really easy to just go, oh, jibbity, G, B, D, right? So there's an even faster way to use your Skips alphabet if you know where a G or an F is halfway up the staff. Now, let's say I give you something ridiculously low like that, and you might go, oh, what is that note? I'm going to have to figure out where my closest clue note is and then count down. I hate going down through the alphabet. No, you can just start down here at the very bottom. We know that this would be F down here below that G line, and F, A, face, F, A, and then go up C, E, right? So that's a super fast way to find one of those notes that we often look at and go, oh, that's a hard note, right? It's not a hard note. You just have to use the right way to find it, which is jibbity face or face jibbity, depending on if you're starting with lines or with spaces. So just to review, if we start on lines, the bottom one is going to be G, and we're going to go G, B, D, and then face, F, A, C, E, and then we start over again on treble G, G, B, D, and then F, and we'd go up and up to A, C, E. If you're looking for a space note, it's the reverse. It's face jibbity, so we start way down here with F, and then we spell face, A, C, E, and then we start our jibbity, G, B, D, and then we have another face in the treble clef, F, A, C, E, and then we'd start again with jibbity, G at the top, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that all makes sense and makes it so much easier for you to find those notes that we normally would think of as hard notes. Now you can find any note on the staff line or space very quickly and easily, and no one is any harder or easier than any of the other ones. So go forth with that new knowledge and have fun conquering those hard notes.